I know what I'm going to start with, too.
All right. I know what I'm going to start with, too.
Yeah, let's just fuck statistics, man.
Okay,
I'm
let's
so
just
sick
talk
of fucking,
trash.
Yeah, and I got some points. So.
Okay, I do, too. I got some points. We were not going to stick to the fucking... I don't even know.
Format is bullshit, dude. We can't stick with a format of the same shit.
Right. Because it's all crap.
It's all crap.
Here we go.
Well, let's do a little bit of the format. You can do a little bit.
We can do hero. I don't even know. I didn't watch the game. So I can't. I mean, I watched some highlights and stuff and some shit about it.
You didn't miss anything.
I know I didn't miss anything.
It's
they
the
suck.
same old,
Dude, it's the
same
same
old, dude.
All right, here we go. Okay. Welcome everybody to Dog Pound Fucking Rants.
Let's go, baby.
I'm A-Dog.
And I'm the Z-Man.
And let me tell you, this week we got rants. We got fucking rants and rants and rants and rants. Yeah, we got fucking rants for this team.
Let's get some dew in this, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a sip of dew before I start.
Let's go.
Oh, Z-Man, I don't know what to say about this team. I mean, we've seen it for years. It's the same garbage over and over.
And over. And over. And over.
It's just the same shit. Well, I'm going to address one thing that just happened later in the week. It's a good thing we kind of postponed this show a little bit this week. That fucking Deshaun Watson. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, he put out this little video of him and his girlfriend on some yacht eating fucking pasta and drinking fucking
Didn't see
wine.
this, A-Dog.
You didn't see that?
See this. No, I'll have to check this out.
The fans are pissed, and I know why they're pissed, and I'm pissed. But you know, these fucking sportscasters, I hate ESPN and all these big name sportscasters. They kind of stick behind it. Like, oh, well, what do you want? People don't want him in the building anyway. The fans don't want him around. Yeah, but he's still being paid by this fucking team. Second off, they're saying, well, you know, he's out on rehab. He's not going to be in the building. But bullshit. You know what? If I was fucking getting paid $230 million and I was fucking serious about my craft, my sport, whatever I'm doing, I would be putting out videos of me in a fucking gym or at some stinky ass college field in some fucking wore out fucking place throwing the football or trying to move around to show my heart and soul is in the game. He is not in the game. He's a fraud. Deshaun Watson has been a fraud from day one. Since they gave him that $230 million check, he's a fucking fraud. He doesn't want to play. He will not play. And I fucking hope he doesn't play. But that picture is shit. And any of the commentators who stuck up for him, fuck you, you're idiots. Because that motherfucker, I know what I get paid for at work. You know what you get paid to do at work?
Yes, every day.
And what do? You show up, some days you're sick.
And you do a great job for the company.
You work your ass off
for peanuts.
We're working for fucking peanuts. Fucking peanuts we're working for. And we're there every day. Dude, I go in, I'm so sick some days. I wake up with a stomach ache or a fucking cold. I still go into work and perform. So fuck that motherfucker. There you go. That's my opening rant.
Fucking love it.
Go ahead, Z-Man.
I'm going to piggyback a little bit on what A-Dog is saying. And for commentators and all that shit to condone it and say, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, people out there in Dog Pound Rant world. You look at other teams with injured players. I'm going to give you a good example of a fucking teammate. Hutchinson for the fucking Lions.
Right on.
Guy's leg was ripped off pretty much.
Ripped off.
He's in the building every fucking game supporting that fucking team.
Right.
Another guy. Maybe you don't like him. I don't have anything. I think he is a decent player as Dak Prescott. He's there every fucking game.
Day.
Let me tell you something. So for him not to be on the sideline and, you know, let's go. You know what? Let's rewind the tape anyway to when all this shit went down with Deshaun Watson. We were trying to get him. If you remember, we were even out of the mix. Us and I believe Carolina were X'd out. He wanted it was Atlanta and another team that he was going to go to. We only came back in and he loved Cleveland because of what? The guaranteed money. But we were out of his original. Us in Carolina were pretty much.
He's a fucking fraud. He's a fraud.
It's a shame. And as a lifelong Browns fan, man, and this team goes out in that field, and yeah, we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they fought, and Jameis, I love Jameis no matter what, man, but there's a reason. I was thinking watching this game Sunday, There's a reason he's on a 3-9 Browns team with his play. And I give Jameis all the credit in the world, man. And he deserves, to be a backup quarterback in Cleveland. And that's really what he is. And
he's a backup,
And when you see the other teams, and there's a reason he's not a starting stud in the NFL. He'll have a great game, but that game against Denver on Monday night, he was awesome and shit all in the same game.
That's the way he is.
And that's the way Jameis Winston. But he deserves to be our backup next year going forward.
I agree.
And Deshaun Watson, oh my God. But you know what? I was thinking.
Go eat your pasta, Deshaun.
And there's some shit that came out this week, A-Dog. I know I'm going a little long. There's some shit.
No, that's fine. This is a rant.
And I've seen some other of the Cleveland shows. Ours is the fucking best.
Yeah! Dog pound rant!
We don't fucking hold back shit.
That's right.
I was the whole Stefanski thing, and he gets a pass for injuries, and he gets a pass for this. But what I saw this week, A-Dog, I don't know if you saw it, was maybe it said Stefanski still hasn't had his quarterback. He inherited Baker, and he's what does that fucking mean after 7 years? Right. You don't have
a quarterback.
Who do you want? You had Baker Mayfield. Maybe he not the guy. Joe Flacco not the guy.
Ass.
But I didn't get that they haven't drafted his fucking guy yet. DTR was drafted by this regime.
Yep.
And what is DTR? He's a backup quarterback.
Not even. He's like a third string back.
So I'm ranting because I saw some shit about Stefanski, his system. And you know what? There was also some rumors out there if this Kansas City Chiefs should win the Super Bowl and Andy Reid steps down, that maybe they go after Stefanski. Yeah. Take him!
Yeah.
So is Mahomes his quarterback? Well, Mahomes is a winner no matter who's coaching.
Right. Mahomes is a great quarterback, the best.
Stefanski, what the fuck do you want? And he's gonna get a pass.
He
because
sucks.
of he does a great job
he
with his injured
fired.
team.
And I'm going off that too. I'm going on a couple things here. First off, this team is fucking soft. They started soft. They didn't play any of their players in the preseason. And then you go up against a fucking team like Dallas with a great defense. And who's that motherfucker on that deal?
Parsons.
Yeah. Are you shitting me? You didn't play any of your starters, and then that fucking first game against a great team like Dallas, you should have got destroyed. You didn't get destroyed. And Stefanski and those guys taking everybody down to that fucking Greenbrier fucking resort. They go down there every year for training camp. Who the fuck does this? It's a fucking lavish resort. I'd take my guys, I'd find the dirtiest, stinkiest, dumpiest, shittiest, fuckingest piece of shit stadium in Cleveland or around Ohio. That's where the dumpsters are actually on the field, and I take those motherfuckers there like Rocky Balboa.
Out to that shithole in training with.
Oh my God! Creed. Are you fucking shitting me? Taking them to a resort and then not playing them through preseason. What a pussified butt. You know what? This fucking team. I don't know what to say. The Stefanski's got to go. He's as soft as anybody. It's his fault. Him and that motherfucker, Andrew Barry. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They're soft. They're stupid. I don't care what you say. They're stupid. Their drafts are shit. They've been garbage. And like Z-Man said, if you don't have your quarterback by now, 5 years in, 6 years.
7 years.
7 years in, you're done. You're fucking done. Give him a pass for what? These teams have been awful. He's below 500 coach. He's never going to get you to where you want to go.
He gets a pass because of injuries.
And that Greenbrier training camp. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's all go party at fucking Disney World next year. Why don't you take your team to fucking Disney World to fucking party and do whatever before the season? Why even train? Yeah, you guys are so great. 3-10. You suck.
And I can't imagine. We're lifelong Browns fans. There's probably casual Browns fans, but as I said in past, I miss birthday parties. I miss wakes for Browns games. And I've watched this team my whole life, dude. And it was frustrating to lose to Pittsburgh Sunday. We knew they were probably the better team, even though Jameis Winston did say, though, that it was on him. It was, because we were up 7-3 and he made a horrific throw and Pittsburgh got the ball. But this team here, this 3-10 team, man, is ridiculous. It's anyway.
Awful.
And I can't imagine next year, 2025, that we're going in with the same Deshaun Watson and Stefanski and I mean, I just can't imagine any fan would be okay with going to the stadium next year
no.
to watch it.
This team needs the biggest douche it's probably had since it's been back in '99. They need the biggest douche because this is disgusting what has happened, and they're still stuck with Watson for 2 more years.
And it's ridiculous.
And what are they gonna do with him? He's a joke. He's a fucking joke. You could have given me $2 million. I would have been at every game. I don't care if I'd have played. I'd probably taken a hit and been dead, but I would have been at every game.
You know
anyway.
what else bothers me, A-Dog?
$2 million bucks. I would have done that.
You know what else bothers me?
This whole thing
about this, but besides this whole, let's call it a mess. It's a fucking mess. But what bothers me is, there was an introductory press conference for Coach Belichick, who took the Carolina job.
Love Belichick.
But we couldn't have reached out to Belichick and had him around us, even not even maybe coach, but just what he fucking brings.
Yeah.
And so out of the, maybe
he'd bring Kitchens back.
Let's be honest.
He hired Kitchens.
Let's be fucking honest here. Let's be honest. Out of 32 NFL teams, maybe 5 or 6 have good cultures, good coaches, man. So Bill Belichick, the Atlanta Falcons couldn't have used. They interviewed him and didn't hire. But the Cleveland Browns, even as hey, we want to bring you back. Yep. Even as a consultant for the fucking team. Maybe you don't like Stefanski, Belichick, but are you shitting me that he goes to Carolina and he'll build that school program? Which, congratulations to Coach Belichick. Because he's definitely, he wants to actually, his whole goal is to stay 5 years, and then his son is actually going to take over the program.
How about getting his son as head coach? I love that.
But we couldn't have used
How about
Bill Belichick?
Who the fuck is it the offensive line coach? There was a video out right now.
Oh, yeah, you showed me the video of
There's a video out right now of the offensive line coach. He's got so much heart and balls and just I don't know what to say. There's a video out there. He should be coach right now of the Cleveland Browns. He's hard-nosed. He reminds me of Dan Campbell. Just a balls-out guy. There's a video of him. Out of anybody in the building I've seen this year, video-wise, he's got the most heart, guts, and balls of anybody in that fucking building right now. And he's just the offensive line coach. I can't remember his name. Look it up. He's awesome. And speaking of, going back to coaches, I don't know if anybody has watched I don't know if you've seen any of the Hard Knocks.
I haven't watched any of it.
Oh, my God, dude. No. You know who's the best coach? I think fucking Tomlin. Fucking Tomlin, the way he approaches his guys, the way he approaches coaching, you can tell he's hard. He's fucking hard on him. He's balls out. But you know what? But you can tell he loves them and they love him. Just by the way he talks, you can tell he is the guy. And that's why he's there. That's why he wins every year. He's never had a losing season. Think about that. Just watch one episode of the Hard Knocks with Tomlin on it. You will totally understand. If you watch the rest of those coaches, like Stefanski, the douche from Cincinnati, and then fuckface from Harbaugh. He sucks. Those guys are awful.
Yeah, but Harbaugh is a winner.
He's a winner too, but he's nowhere near where Tomlin is as far as a person and a coach. I hate Pittsburgh, but I totally have respect. And I actually fucking love that guy, Tomlin. He is the coach. A few years back, Pittsburgh was thinking of getting rid of him. Remember that? Brown should have given him a first-round pick for that guy. That would have been worth 2 first-round picks. 3. Fuck it. I would have given him 3. You give him 3 for Deshaun, who's done absolutely nothing for this organization except steal their money. He stole $230. Tomlin would at least have come in and made this something. So go watch.
How about a guy that I watch on the morning program on ESPN and I love him, man, and he tells it the way it is Rex fucking Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
How is that guy sitting there? How is Rex Ryan? Think about what he did when you played the fucking Jets with Mark Sanchez. That defense, they were scary fucking good, that Jets team. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They knocked New England out of the fucking playoffs in the run. New England's run. And and he said, I'll never kiss Belichick's fucking ring. So you imagine him right now, and even watching the game Sunday, the Bengals aren't a good football team.
No.
But we're behind them.
Yeah.
We are behind a bad, and the Bengals are going to get better. Do not get me wrong.
Burrow's a great quarterback.
They'll add some adjustments.
Hell yeah.
But we are so behind the Pittsburghs and the Baltimores
Oh my
right
God.
now.
I said it.
How do we get out of it? And you're going to bring
don't.
Deshaun Watson back to be our starting.
Are they out of their
I
minds?
can't imagine anybody show up to that stadium opening day.
I would.
If Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback.
Boycott the
can't
fucking
imagine.
Browns next year if that's the scenario.
We are so
I'd boycott if they're
behind,
bringing
man.
Stefanski back. He is a fucking lightweight pussy. He's fucking useless. I can't believe that they're still considering bringing him back.
He will get a pass.
He's a pass.
and
Pass
announcers,
my asshole.
I don't believe that these
sucks.
ESPN announcers and everything watch football like we watch sports.
No.
We eat shit and breathe it. I have 4 games.
They scan every
Sometimes we watch
game.
5. That's what they do. And if you look at the Cleveland Browns, man, and they'll say Stefanski's done a great job, and if he gets fired from Cleveland, he'll
awful.
be scooped up. His in-game decision, his in-game shit, and how many weeks in a row? How many weeks in a row? How many weeks in a row are we going to watch Hopkins
D-Hop
miss kicks? Miss kicks.
He sucks.
How many weeks? There's not a kicker in the fuck. I fucking am frustrated,
I see
man.
him on TikTok. I see a girl today kick a 60-yard field goal.
I get her in.
I get her in. I put a fucking
What's the
helmet on
difference
her.
if she misses or he fucking misses?
You go on there's a million guys, a million women that kick these fucking field goals all day long without even fucking trying.
And I knew right before I knew right before halftime. I turned to my other brother and I said, "He's gonna miss this fucking kick," and I knew it,
And he missed.
before he even fucking kicked it.
Yeah, it's just that this whole thing is a disgrace to Cleveland, the city, Cleveland, the fans. It's just a disgrace to everything that they're just doing this. And I've stuck up for Haslam because I think all he does is put the money into it. Everybody wants to give him a lot more blame than he should get. But he should get some blame for
Yes.
wanting to bring all this garbage
Wipe it.
back.
You gotta wipe.
Wipe it.
I thought about
Wipe it.
Anybody involved with this Deshaun Watson debacle,
Out.
you get rid of because it's not. You gotta just wipe it.
Yeah.
I'd bring in, here's really what
Clean
I would
slate.
do, A-Dog, if you don't mind me saying. I'd reach out to Bill Parcells, Rex Ryan, Rob Ryan. Parcells could come in. Did you see Bill? I love Bill Parcells, man.
Yeah.
And he may be 80 years old, but his mind is fucking, and he'd fucking turn this Cleveland. We need somebody.
We need somebody.
We need somebody like a Batman to come out of Gotham.
How about Batman? Let's
and
just call
fucking-
Batman up.
Because right now,
How about Bernie Kosar, man?
yeah, I love Bernie too.
They held so much against this guy. They gave $230 million to a fucking rapist, a guy who raped 20-odd, 30-odd women. But Bernie, he had his problems with his drinking and whatever, and they blackballed him. This is the guy. Bernie Kosar is the biggest hero in Cleveland.
Next to Jim Brown.
Next to Jim Brown,
Yes, he
ever.
is.
And why wouldn't you bring a guy like his mind is still very good. He's got Parkinson's, but he's still pretty smart about football.
Always was a football brain.
Always a football
Always.
brain. I would have him as the GM. All he'd have to do is sit there and make decisions. He's smart. He's football. He is fucking football in Cleveland, Bernie Kosar. But they blackballed him. They keep Deshaun Watson around and pay him to it. But they blackballed Bernie Kosar because he had some alcohol and some gambling. He gambled when it was fucking legal to gamble. The NFL makes it legal to gamble now.
Yes, they do.
Are you fucking kidding me? So it's so phony. I'm kind of done with the team. I'm kind of done with the NFL. I didn't
the
even
team.
watch the game last week. I could give two shits
I
about
love the
it.
team, and
I'm done with it. I'm kind of done with everything. We'll just see how this goes. But this week, what we got coming? Oh, we got the Kansas City Chiefs who are playing their balls off and want to just keep winning so they get that home field.
Yes,
so
they do.
This is just going to be a total, as far as I can see, destruction from top to bottom because you got one of the most elite fucking teams ever in the NFL, ever, and one of the best quarterbacks ever in the NFL coming in to the biggest shit box in the world of any sport. I can't see anything happening. I don't know what you even think about this game. What's your thoughts on Kansas City?
This is one of those games where, and I thought about it this week.
Don't say spoiler because
It
they
is
suck.
This is a game where this is a job-saving game for Stefanski. We somehow win this game.
Good luck.
No, I said
I'll
we
eat
win
this
it.
fucking can.
I
if
say
they
we win this game 24-17. I do.
Are you shitting me? I'm
Not
gonna
that
say,
Jameis won't throw a
no
pick.
fucking way.
Because Jameis will throw
oh my god,
an interception.
I don't think he's gonna throw
Oh,
a
wait a minute.
touchdown.
Hey, dog. let's be happy because Cleveland did do something right last week, and they dumped that fucking Tony motherfucker who muffed that fucking punt.
Yeah.
So they did. You know what? They did do something right in this whole mess.
But
they said, let's get rid of this fucking guy, but D-Hop should have been out the door.
Yeah, there's so much wrong. It's impossible to fix everything in even 1 year, and they've set themselves back probably 10 years. Considering you're looking at the division like Z-Man just said.
Yes, I did.
You got Baltimore is going to keep winning.
We're behind.
You got Pittsburgh that's always going to win.
We're behind the shit Bengals.
And then you got the Bengals who got, as long as they got Joe Burrow,
yeah.
They're going to win. They're going to fucking win. This year was a little off, but they'll be back next year. So Cleveland is just doomed. I said it at the beginning of the year. I predicted Pittsburgh to win the division, and I predicted Cleveland to be at the bottom. Even when everybody thought, oh, Cleveland's going to be a playoff team. No, I saw this. I know. I've seen this since 1972. I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it. And as far as my prediction for Kansas City, oh my God.
I gave mine.
It's going to be
winning.
like 45-6 is mine. And I think D-Hop will make 2 field goals. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't know if he'll make field goals.
I think he's going to make 2. And it's going to be like 20-yarders because they're going to be desperate in the beginning of the game to get some
Let's go
points
on a lighter note here. Let's get these guys.
There is no lighter note about Cleveland.
Let's go.
Bernie. We love Bernie. I just mentioned Bernie.
Let's talk a little bit about the Canes, how they got fucked out of the playoffs. They did. 2-loss team. They got fucked out of the playoffs. But let's give it up because I said way back when we started rants in September, tomorrow night in New York City is the Heisman Trophy Award.
All right.
And Cam Ward is one of the finals.
Ward.
And I predicted that back
he would
in.
get it.
And another thing, too, I like about Cam Ward is they're playing in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm fucking playing with my teammates because he's going into the draft and he's going to be a high pick. He could have easily said, fuck the Pop-Tart Bowl. But he said, I'm playing and I want to win the fucking Pop-Tart Bowl.
That would be great.
So, you know what? Hats off to him as being a fucking stand-up dude and not saying, like some of these NFL guys that are going to the NFL, I should
like
say,
Deshaun, who doesn't have anything to do with his team at this point.
Draft Cam Ward, man.
I'd say
wipe the slate
if I was Cleveland, I'd do everything in my power to trade up. I'd give him Chubb, Garrett, whoever to get Cam Ward. First off, speaking of Garrett, he was non-existent in that game in Pittsburgh. He was non-existent. Chubb, what did Chubb have? I don't even know if he ran.
I didn't know what he finished. Yeah, he played.
He didn't play shit, though. So, I mean, if people still think these guys have a little in the tank, maybe you could get something for him. But I would trade the house to get Cam Ward. I would. And I don't think Cleveland will do it or can do it, but, who knows with this fucking team.
I would love to see Cam Ward in a new...
That would be
kind of like... I believe we need a fresh goal, man. And I don't... A-Dog knows me. I don't say that often, but I believe we need a fresh start. We do.
I mean,
I was new blood in there.
I see, you see Vrabel and those guys. I don't even think Vrabel wants to be in Cleveland. So you got to douche everybody that's involved in this season. This season is just a fucking disaster. This team is a disaster. There's no heart. There's no
to play in the North.
Fire. There's nothing in these guys to play right now. So they're just gonna ride it out. So
play in the AFC North, man. Yeah. Think about the AFC North. It's defense, running. It's fucking badass football.
It's smash.
The only guy is Rex and Rob
Ryan. All right.
That's really. I can't, but they won't probably. They would.
I actually loved Rex in Buffalo. He took.
He just didn't give it. He had 2 8-8 seasons,
and then they
didn't
give him a chance. They didn't give him a chance.
McDermott's soft too. I don't care what anybody says. McDermott. He's another soft. Fuck.
Between McDermott and that defense, I feel bad for Josh Allen. I think he is the best quarterback right now in the NFL. He is. He's better than Mahomes.
He was fucking phenomenal, and I hate Buffalo.
3 touchdowns. Passing, 3 running, and he does
first time in NFL history.
He does his shit every week. It's just too bad he's on kind of a small market team. If he was on like a Dallas or a bigger name team, maybe he'd have a shot. I don't know.
What Buffalo really should have done, and I hate the Bills, and I
like the Bills,
but what they should have done was traded the house for Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
because if they would have had a Myles Garrett on the D line. Wrecking havoc.
Yeah.
It'd be a totally fucking different vibe. They're going to get manhandled this week against Detroit.
Yeah, they could still trade them, next year to Buffalo.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for this run with what the offense is doing, they should have done something. Yeah, they didn't do shit.
The defense is what really killed them in that game.
Yeah.
Because they were flying. Both teams were really good offensively. Let's face it, 42-40, whatever.
42, yeah.
So it's crazy. But, yeah, well, whatever. That's Buffalo. So that was my prediction. 45-3 or 40.
Any closing thoughts, eh, dog?
Oh my God!
I think we covered a lot of shit.
We covered everything. It's just disgusting what we're dealing with as a Browns fan.
That Mary Kay Cabot too, Mrs. Positivity.
Oh my God!
Wow, you're on their payroll, man.
You know, and
nobody. I turned her off because I can't stand.
They're all
her.
disgusting, you know. And then I love when they're talking about Deshaun Watson, you know, making jokes and you know, or just smiling about stuff. And when they lose, you know, it's such bullshit. Why can't everybody just say it the way it is?
Get him out!
Yeah, even Stefanski. Oh, I gotta play harder. We gotta coach every fucking week. No, Stefanski, you gotta go sit on a fucking beach somewhere and shut the fuck up the rest of your life. You're useless in Cleveland, so get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm with you on all those commentators and all this shit.
Balls.
Done with it.
We need a Dan Campbell-esque.
Yeah.
And they should have done it. You know, when I look back on the season, dog, and we haven't really done our format because it's so some of the games are just so disheartening. But when we lost to the New York fucking Giants, a shit box Giants team, that's the moment Haslam should have pulled the plug on Deshaun and Stefanski.
Yeah.
And that's the end of story in elevated Vrabel. I bet at that point in the season, we played Deshaun Watson and Vrabel. We're talking about a playoff spot right now and not about a 3-10.
Right? You don't mean Deshaun.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Famous Jameis. If we would have put Jameis in, just pulled the plug on all that shit. I like Dorsey, too. Ken Dorsey, I do like. But he's, you know, obviously he can't control
the players play the game.
Yeah, he can't play the game.
He can call it, but he can't
play it. And I like Schwartz, too. I do like Schwartz because there's some signs at this D, but you got to get some guys healthy. Obviously missing Jock. We don't even know if Jock will ever be back.
Yeah, that sucks. That guy was a good player.
But I want to do one more thing. Fucking this fucking Pickens motherfucker talk all that shit, and then he pussied out and didn't even play
the game.
The fucking game on the sideline. What a puss!
I don't know what his deal is. I don't really care. It just doesn't nothing. It doesn't matter. This season is over. They're just playing to play. Let's hope. Let's pray that at the end of the season, Haslam has a stroke of fucking genius to get rid of everybody. And then I'd say, like I said earlier, let's trade Garrett and Chubb for whatever we can get for them. You know, they're past their prime now. They're on the downslope, especially Chubb. I mean, he's just not himself. I don't think he ever will be.
Well, I think we bring you out. He's the face right now. Him and Garrett.
He is. I think
Chubb has gotten a little bit showing something each week, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to run the brakes off him this year.
You know what? This team, you got to start injecting younger blood though in this team, all the way across the board. The offensive line, the D, everything needs to be younger. So we're starting all over, no matter what.
But did you see?
I don't have any faith in Stefanski or Barry. None.
We need a Jaden Daniels and Cam Ward. Could bring a different vibe to the team, man.
Or Shadir Sanders.
And he's showing what a fucking team guy he is. The fucking Pop-Tart Bowl, most guys would say, you know what?
Fuck the
I'm going to the NFL. I want to stay clean and lean and mean. But he said, no, I want to win the fucking Pop-Tart Bowl. He did.
Well, that's good.
And that's what a team that's what team is. This fucking Deshaun Deshaun Watson not even being there to support his teammates.
He's on a yacht eating pasta and wine.
Does he love Cleveland or what?
No.
I love Cleveland. A-Dog loves Cleveland.
I love Cleveland. I don't know about the Browns. I'm not so happy with the Browns right now. But we'll get back to it. Maybe next year shit'll change. We don't know. So we're just going to watch. So, okay. Yep. So let's watch Kansas City dismantle this shit, and we'll go from there.
Cam Ward, I hope you win the Heisman, baby. Go. Let's go.
We're done. I'm done.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof.
Yeah. Woo. Please like and subscribe. Woo.
And we'll get back to our normal format.
I was going to do some questions and stuff, but we got to look. You know, I asked people to send us some questions or some comments.
We'll get more as the off season approaches.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We want to hear what you guys have to. We want to see what you guys have to fucking think. And we got some new subscribers too. Welcome aboard and
welcome aboard.
There's one who's like 72 years old, man. Said we're the best show on the internet.
I love it. I don't know how that's even possible, but maybe we are. Just people don't know about it yet. Maybe once people find out about it,
maybe next season we get some call-ins. Would be beautiful.
Yeah, we'll get Bernie to call in.
We'll get some call-ins. Pat McAfee, that fuck. Love Pat McAfee.
I love
though,
Pat
man.
McAfee.
I do, man.
He's the best. He's
just
the best.
Frustrated, man. I'm a broken man.
A broken fan.
Woo!
Cleveland Browns will play today. Hey!